Good morning, welcome to today's RC coffee chat, and I'm here with the hat on. It's not particularly cold out there, I'm just feeling a bit burnt to be honest. Right, I have a collection of topics to get through this morning, but I've got to go and do some camera work on the lid of my Phantom because that camera has finally had it. Got lines across the screen, so I need to rip that off and get a run cam on the front. Anyway, right. Today's topics, and like I said, I am going to move as fast as possible this morning because today is a flying day, which I'm sure you can all appreciate. Number one, I've moved the workbench. Number two, the Micro SkyMunter with a new motor. Absolutely brilliant. A very warm welcome is due. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, the 3500 kV Micro SkyMunter video will have a note on that one. We had a vote about Bruce as well and his Wingnetic. Jamie's challenge, a Firefly Q6 camera. And number 8, today is a flying day. So 8 topics, and I need to shift for them pretty quick because I need to sort that camera out. So, number 1. Oh, I've moved the workbench. Let me go and grab that and see if I can see if the image has been uploaded. Apologies, I probably should have had this ready first. Right, I've been and moved my workbench out a touch away from the wall, so I've now got a nice background to present against. But I'm actually, just an open question for any of you out there, is that have you seen any decent like camera setups to hold like an iPad pointing vertically downwards, for example? Any tips or suggestions for a workbench like camera lighting setup would be amazing. I do have a big camera tent as well. Well, I've got 2. The other one's up behind my desk for recording these sessions. So I do have one big light, and I do have some overhead lighting as well, which I can use. But any tips or suggestions for the new workbench setup would be very, very much welcomed. And a tidy bench. I'm working on that, honest. Right, so that's topic number 1. Topic number 2. Oh yeah, the Micro SkyMunter. I've basically been, she's down there in a bag. I've basically been and put the motor, which most of us put on the Mini Talon, the Sunny Sky X 2216 1250 kV motor, on the, screw it, I'll show you, on the back of the Micro SkyMunter, which I think I mentioned yesterday. And yesterday I took her out to fly. So that's the size of the prop on the back, and that's the size of the motor, which is, yes, slightly excessive. However, what a fantastic combination. And let me just put her back in here to chill out a bit before I go and cane her later. What an absolutely amazing combo. Silent as a mouse compared to the racing quadcopter motor which I had on the back. I'm not 100% sure about flight efficiency yet, but I can tell you there's a hell of a lot of thrust going back there because I've been and had to put 35 expo on my elevator because she's so twitchy up and down because of the amount of air getting pushed across that back fin. Very, very curious combo. I will do some endurance tests today to see how that does, but I was very surprised by that combo. What are my notes which I wrote on there? Super silent, and I mean it's really quiet compared to the previous, well, compared to the 3000 kV motor I had on it before. Anything silent compared to that. Yeah, decent efficiency. It's not as fast on 3S. It's still got some pace to it. Let's not knock it. It's still got plenty of pace. And I will be trying it on 4S today, and I also got the note in there on the sensitive elevator. Right, we're making good progress. Topic number 3, a very warm welcome to everybody who has been and joined the Facebook group. Now, it's a little bit of a spoiler for in a minute about the poll, but very, very warm welcome to everybody who's joined the Facebook group. That is like the after party for the RC Coffee Chats and, of course, any of the other episodes which go out as well. And yeah, very warm welcome because I had an interesting issue yesterday. I couldn't tag you all in a welcome post. What a good problem to have. So very, very welcome. Welcome aboard. Have a chat. If you've got a question, just stick it in the Faceballs group. Topic number 4. Oh, yeah, the Micro SkyMunter 3000 kV motor. I had issues trying to render the Reptile S800 maiden video yesterday, and I really wanted to get that one out last night, and I tried to render it like 4 times on 2 computers, and it just kept dying. So I felt guilty about not having like a really good, decent episode to go out last night. So what I did instead is that I actually published the Micro SkyMunter on with a 3000 kV motor, the one which I mentioned yesterday, which was only going to be for the Facebook group. Apologies for that. I'm just running short on time. Yesterday was a flying day. Then I had my kids. I sound like in a bad way. We sat here and watched a film. It was brilliant. Anyway, so that one went out. And topic number 5. Bruce, we have a vote. Now, that Wingnetic you got, by the way, if I'll put a link to Ron's video in here, apparently it does still fly, and it is still in one piece with no optional accessories, but we thought we'd have a little vote on there for how long that model's going to last you, and apparently only one person voted for 1 week. My vote was on, what do you mean he's already stuffed it? Sorry, Bruce. It's not you. I have 100% confidence in your flying skills. I just don't have that much confidence in that model in staying in one piece when it gets anywhere near the ground at all. And somebody, I don't know who it was, added the extra option saying, you doubt the god of RC not to be able to fly it. No, I don't doubt you'll be able to fly it. It's the whole ground issue and the landing piece. Poof, into a million pieces. Flies brilliantly in the sky. Let's not knock it too much. It just has that issue. And unfortunately, not all of us would be competent as you to do that wooden doodah which you did to the front of it. And it's a shame that that model needs that kind of reinforcement. That was my whole point in the Wingnetic episode, which you may or may not have seen. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it in the video description. Where I basically slate the Wingnetic. It's just a accident waiting to happen, because if you don't land it perfectly every single time, the nose just goes boom into a million pieces, like we've already seen. But the winner of the vote wasn't that we doubted the god of RC's flying abilities. It was more of forever, because it's now a wall hanger. So that one won the vote. Number 6 in today's topic is Jamie's challenge. I accept. Now, Jamie's challenge is for me to fly through those trees at full throttle. And like I said, I accept. And I will do that today. Whether I hit here, 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 anywhere here, or anywhere over here, or here, or here, or here, is unknown yet. So... yeah, that's the challenge for today. Fly through that gap at full speed. Now, I've done it, obviously, at a slower speed. So I will push the Reptile S800 Sky Shadow through that gap at full speed. I don't think I need to take a carrier bag. I think I can do it. My next real challenge after this one is to actually get it through that gap there. So I mean that I'll have to come in from this side and then bank. Yeah, I'll bank left on this. So if I come in from the right hand direction, I'll come in and then I'll bank through so I can exit into the ship, which is that field behind. Bank through into there. Or I can come in from the opposite side and then bank round and come into the field. It just depends which way I want to walk, to be honest, because I don't think it's going to go through. Well, I think it will go through. When it comes out the other side in one piece or not, it's a whole different question. So yeah, James, my bad, James, is that I accept your challenge, and we will hopefully get some video footage of that today. The next topic is, I don't know if I mentioned this the other morning, I had the Hawkeye Firefly Q6, which I bought off GearBest. Looks pretty good. Actually, the camera's actually in my bag because I've taken it up to the flight line a couple of times with me, and I've just not got it out of the bag and got around to using it yet. But that aside, one thing which I opened it up and I thought, oh man, where's the software for this? Like Runcam or use the Wi-Fi app or something like that. And I was looking for an app. And then actually it's got this little OLED screen on the top, which is remarkably easy to use. I quite like it. Also, the audio quality, like I'm just giving you my first impressions, really good. Really good. As far as video quality, no bloody idea. We'll give it a whirl today, and if it's crap, you will know about it very shortly. And today is a flying day. So on one hand, that's great news for you. On the other hand, it's bad news for you. Because I'm sure, as many of you probably already know, I much prefer to be flying than building. So no builds have been started. I'm only in maintenance mode right now, and I've got to shoot in a moment because it is 6:20 in the morning. Believe it or not, I got up at 3 o'clock and then I had to lie into about 3:30. And well, it's Sunday, isn't it? And I've got to fix that one because I want to be flying my Phantom today. So I'm only really in maintenance mode at the moment. So the Wombat hasn't actually left the box. I'm just in pure maintenance because I would frankly rather be flying, which is bad news for the Wombat and getting that build started. But good news on the other side means you get probably a load of footage for the rest of the week or so. What's my other notes on there? Yeah, that was it. So with that said, like I said, today is going to be a quick episode. If you're sat in bed here this morning, have a lie in. Or if it's a flying day, get up, go and fly some models. Happy days. Brilliant. So I'm going to have a quick sip. So to quickly recap, I've moved the workbench. Any suggestions over camera angles? What have you seen people do on other channels? Doesn't have to be RC related. Any suggestions on camera layouts or like video, how they've taken video of their desks or workbench? It doesn't have to be RC related. If you've spotted anything which you've liked, which you've seen on other people's channels, please pop a link into a video and let me know whereabouts in that video you think is pretty cool, because I'd like to do the best job as possible for that. And the best way of doing that is to say, I don't know, but what do you know? Hence the question. Number 2, the Micro SkyMunter with that Sunny Sky motor. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, we'll do some efficiency tests today and see how much flight time we can get out of a 1.3 3S battery and also 1.3 4S battery as well. Number 3 was a very warm welcome to all of those of you which joined the Facebook group. We do some silly stuff like stick votes in there about Sir Bruce, and there's just loads of other chat in there. And well, there you go, Martin put that one up about the sorry, there's an ongoing conversation about buying handbags for partners for when a new model turns up. My missus has actually been in progressed earrings now, which is a bit concerning because they're slightly more expensive. To be honest, I was quite happy with £20 handbags, but as she says, I've got enough handbags now. Oh dear. Oh yeah, apologies about the 3000 kV Micro SkyMunter video getting published. Literally, I was just tight on videos, and that was the one which was the nearest one which needed minimum work to get out and get published, which I knew which would be enjoyable. I will get a fully edited up version of that video out. Oh, and another one, it did chew 31% of a 4S battery, or 1.3 4S battery in under 2 minutes. Absolutely bonkers. Completely impractical though. Number 5 was Bruce's vote. Apparently it is still in one piece, and I'll put a link to Ron, which I'm sure you've seen in the vast majority of Bruce's episodes, out on the flight line at least. Ron's got his own channel. I will put a link to Ron's channel in the top right hand corner right now, wherever it is, so you can go and have a look at some of Ron's videos. And oh yeah, I think he's hurt his hand at the moment, so Ron, if you're watching this, get better soon, fella, get better soon. James's challenge accepted. I've got to aim for there. If I get anywhere in that space, that'll be classed as happy days. Actually, if I get anywhere in that space and it comes out the other side in one piece, that would be good. Whether that happens or not, nobody knows. We'll find out later today. So I'll post any carnage in the Facebook's group later. And the last topic of the day is today is a flying day. So I really am in just pure maintenance mode at the moment, and the Wombat will be the next model to be built. So on that note, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me today for today's RC chat. And if you are out flying today, have a fantastic day. And if you're not out flying, I assure you, I will pop a battery in it for you, and I'll be doing that today just for you. Let's just fingers crossed the camera survives its adventure. That's what I'm going to call it, an adventure. So on that note, I need to shoot. Thank you ever so much for watching today's RC Coffee Chat, and I shall see you again tomorrow, hopefully with some good news. And on that note, for myself, Matt, cheerios!